All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. You know, it was just going to be a reading with Steve. You know, one of those a reading with me kind of things. And then I realized Neptune's going direct in Pisces. Oh, well, let's have a look at that, shall we? Neptune in Anybody ready for some dreams to come true? Dreams again. Bring back dreams. Bringing back dreamy. I don't know. Randomly at the bottom of the deck. I haven't touched this deck. It's three swords. I wouldn't let that worry you. I haven't touched it. That's just randomly there. But it does mean something. Right? So it's coming off of whatever reading that was part of at some point. I don't know. And 8 wands. Three swords. Look at the 8 of wands is everywhere. It's like I said the other day, it's the holiday season. It would be all of this tarot energy reading would be a sham if we weren't getting communication all over the place during this time of year. You know, the anomaly isn't that it's coming up. If it didn't, it'd be a problem. Because it is a time of year where we socialize, right? Well, anyway, after the cut, we got 8 wands. So something's moving forward. Something that was stuck. Something that broke your heart, right? You want me to shuffle for a pre-shuffle? I will, right? Underneath that is justice. It doesn't get any worse. I'll tell you what, we won't shuffle for a pre-shuffle. We'll do cards before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? Let's shuffle for it. So we got 3 swords, randomly at the bottom, meant something. 8 wands, and justice. So we're moving forward. So the primary energy here is Neptune going direct in Pisces. Dreamy Pisces, Neptune, We sometimes with Neptune direct get a little delusional. It can get a little hazy, a little bit. But I don't know. I like this energy. I'm digging this. This is cool. All right, let's see where we go. Energy before the cut. The card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? Well, let's find out. Let's see where we're at. All right, why not? December 4th already. 4 days into fucking December. What the hell is going on? What's happening? My God. That's wild. Maybe the mustard rhino is a fast year too. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like a charging rhino? It could be. I have no idea. Let's see where we're at. I know what I wrote about it, but maybe it goes by quick too. We're in the mustard rhino energy already. Don't worry about your calendars. They're just cardboard things, paper things that we hang on the wall. The energy, so we're already in 2026. It's already here. It's been here since right around Halloween, to be perfectly honest with you. Even before the energetic new year. We're here because of that. Look at that. What was I just fucking saying? I don't know why I'm your second favorite, motherfuckers. And I say that with love, motherfuckers. I do. You know, I call Flem the parrot that all the time. I love the little guy. He's cute, right? He's nice. He seems to like me. Knight of Wands, very fast energy. I was just talking about how fast, oh my God, it's the 4th while I was shuffling. How fast things are going, fast. Something that's been stuck, and it broke your heart that it was stuck maybe with the 3 swords, all right? Is now moving, and it's moving fast. This is emphasizing the speed of the 8 of Wands that we had earlier, right? Swift, we'll call it, because justice was under the 8 of Wands, swift justice. That is something. Wow, okay. So we're here because of this. Is this somebody, I mean, I don't know. Underneath it, it's something that's been stuck. Knight of Pentacles, a stopped energy, deer in the headlights, could have been going faster, right? Could have been, always could have been. In the light seer, it's a racehorse that someone's not riding. This is Unical 76, high performance gasoline. You could be going a lot faster, fucker, right? So, now it's moving. See somebody coming towards you. So there's an energy coming towards you. I mean, it could be a thing, it could be an opportunity, it could be a person. I don't know, whatever it is, it's super positive. I like this. It's weird for my channel, but I like it. You know, I mean, I might get my shot at a rainbow unicorn reading. I'll find some way to fuck it up by clarifying it or something. God. All right, anyway, 3 of Cups, it gets even better. It's a celebration energy. Something moves, something's moving. Something's motivated, and energy is motivated to come your way. It's probably a person, but it could be an opportunity. You know, it could be, you know, if I wanted to be deep or something like that, I could say it now wants you, right? This energy is seeking you out. Well, it is. It feels like a person, but, you know. I mean, I had 2 raccoons seeking me out this morning. I didn't see the second one. We left for our run this morning, and I saw the one raccoon. She looked up at me. I didn't see the other one. He was right there. Oh, my God, I almost stepped on the guy. Tell you what, you don't want to do that. I almost got bit by a raccoon. You know, that's not where this Band-Aid came from. That was doing something stupid with the car. This is nice. What's under that? Jeez. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. It's an Ace of Pentacles. What the hell is going on? All right, let's find out. Communication. Whatever it is, it was 3 swords about it. It broke your heart. Now it's moving again. It's doing something. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. If the title brought you in here, or you found Steve Lovechair, you're here for a reason. Neptune going direct at Pisces is the primary energy. Although this was going to be a reading with Steve. It's still a reading with me, technically. But I'm going to do the Neptune thing. I'll tell you what. All right. People tend to discount some of the planets. I'm not sure if the people discount Neptune or not. You shouldn't discount any of them, the energy, but the big planets, when they move and they're doing stuff like what's been happening, you shouldn't discount that. You shouldn't at all. That's a big deal. It always is. All right, let's go. I'm not a Time Lord. This energy affects you all at different times. Okay. All right, I got to get a sip of water. Ace of Wands, again, more speed, fast action, fast. Something's popping off. Something that's been stuck is really moving fast here. The 7 of Pentacles. Again, something that's been stuck, been on a break, been stopped. The timing, the energy, everything is setting up just right for this to happen. Everything's clicking. What are we going to clarify with? I mentioned the Light Seer. We'll use the Light Seer. King of Pentacles. Wow, you're about to be sitting pretty. That's nice. This energy is very benevolent. Whatever is coming towards you, whoever, whatever it is, if it's a job, you already got the job. You could go to that interview and set their office on fire and they'd still hire you. Okay? It's that kind of energy, right? It really is. Wow. Okie dokie. If it's a person coming towards you, they've already said yes. They're hoping you do, I guess. I don't know. You do have communication coming. I've got a Page of Wands there. All right, let's go. Let's do a pyramid. I'm going to have to for this. How this incoming energy feels about you is here. How it sees you is here. Potential final outcome for you is here at the bottom of the upside down pyramid. I'll clarify pretty much everything. I'll clarify whatever needs clarifying. It should be most of it. We'll throw some universe cards at the end, and we're definitely going to extend this because this is a bigger reading than I thought it was going to be. This is interesting. I did not expect this. I did not. I expected a dreamy energy. I'm not getting that. I'm getting very, very, this is in your face, this shit is happening energy. I like that. I like that. Okay. All right. Probably because of some of the other things going on around. Mars is changing signs pretty quick. We got that reading coming up too. That's going to be helpful for a lot of things. 12/12 portals coming in, you know, all that kind of stuff. All right, let's go. Are we ready? All right. How do they feel about you? Yeah, let's assume it's a person. It might be an opportunity, but let's assume it's a person, okay? Just for the Knight of Cups. How do they feel? I said you already got the job. You already got the person. Somebody, what's the center card? Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. They're coming to you. You already got the job. You already got the person. Why is that here? Chariot. You already got the job. You already got the person. I mean, I've already said what I'm saying. I'm telling you, this shit is coming. I mean, there's you. This is your energy. Somebody likes your energy. Can I just phrase it like that? I could say it's a soul nurturing thing. The little fawn's coming to get some milk off you. I could do all kinds of wisecracks here. But at the end of the day, somebody likes your energy. That's how they feel. They're feeling you. All right? And for some of you, they'd like to be feeling you up. I'll tell you what. But they're definitely feeling your energy. They're coming. And if the swan isn't fast enough, they're going to find a horse. I mean, this is part of your journey in this soulmate cycle with this here. Somebody's feeling a connection. Somebody's determined to offer you this cup. I'm drawn to the fact that the cup's a little spiky. There's a couple of little things in there. There's always a catch. Nothing's ever perfect. All right? You know, I mean, I made a joke earlier. If this is a job, you could go to the office or go to the interview and set fire to the office and they'd still hire you, right? Do you want to work at a place that's that crazy? You know, I mean, if you think about it, is that a good thing? Yeah, I don't know. But it's up to you, I suppose. I mean, I might enjoy it, but I'm nuts. So, but I don't know. The only thing bad I can say is I'm drawn to the spikiness of the cup. That's it. Everything else, somebody really likes your energy. Wants you so bad. All right, here we go. How do they see you? What is this energy thinking about you? What's the 3D going on? This is 5D. What's the 3D going on here? The Six of Cups. Huh. Remember. What else? The Barn Owl. The Page of Swords. Either you remind this person of a disappointment from their past or a way they were silly, or this person wants to correct a disappointment, the fact that they disappointed you. I take it as it resonates. There's more than one person. There's thousands of people watching. What do you want me to do? They see something about the past and disappointment when they see you. You ever have somebody in your life who every time you look at them, they remind you of something, right? You look at that person, oh, there's Julie. Every time you look at Julie, you remember how you shit yourself that time at camp. I mean, I don't know. It's something along, there's something embarrassing here. I don't say anything that's not part of the energy. There's something embarrassing here, okay, when they see you. It's almost like they want to make you feel better, or I have no idea. We'll see what happens when we clarify, when I ruin it. Potential final outcome for you. It is read with you, strangely enough. They feel your energy. This person, wow, you guys are in tune, okay? In tune. What do we get? I'm going to check out. Well, I already showed it to you. I said a benevolent energy, you know. You guys, this connection is the King and Queen of Pentacles. There's a reason that I showed it to you here. I picked up the deck we're going to clarify with. There's a King of Pentacles. I talked about it. But this connection is this energy is bringing together a King and Queen of Pentacles. My favorite couple in the soulmate cycle. Absolutely. There's nothing phony about this. It's all very real. I don't even understand what's happening here. This is very unlike my channel. But we're going to clarify. I'm getting it for a reason. I get the energies I get for a reason. I get strange energies. So I'm telling you that because this is hyper positive. This is really fantastic. But I did note the spikes. So I don't know. It might stay positive. It might not. This is a very benevolent energy. This is nice. Perhaps it's asking you to be benevolent back. Your final outcome here is you seeing your value on a high level because of this. Perhaps this is very flattering, whoever this might be that this person wants you, or perhaps it's a job or an organization that wants you. There's something flattering about this for you, okay? I mean, I don't know. But you're getting it for a reason. Let's find out. Light Seer, here we go. I'm going to use the lightest deck I got to clarify this. I'm not using the Witches. But I am going to pull the top card off the Witches. I don't know what the bottom card is. I haven't looked. Judgment. We're going to pull the top card off the Witches once I finish shuffling for the Queen of Pentacles. Let's do it. Let's go. Queen of Pentacles. So this energy is feeling you. They're digging you. They like your energy. I think you probably like it. I don't know. I don't know what the spikes are about. We'll find out. That's the only negative I can see on the table. We want to watch and see if we get a devil around the Knight of Cups, all right, or a Seven of Swords. I don't know what's going to happen. All right. And don't fast forward and find out. That sucks all the fun out of it. I can't do that. That's not fair. All right. It's like you all got DeLoreans with time machines in them, and I don't. I'm here in real time pulling this fucking reading. Well, I already know, Steve. Well, good for you, Mr. Fast Forward. All right, here we go. Don't ruin it. It doesn't matter if we get a devil there. I'm just saying if we do, that would explain some of the spikes a little bit. It'll make me think less. It helps me. I don't want to think a lot. All right, here we go. It's early. Uh, I do these readings early. It's the only time I have to do them. So at the end of the day here, I'm pulling readings at 4 a.m. for you guys sometimes. Justice, here we go. It's not 4 a.m. now, I won't lie to you. It's 7:20. But still, it's early. All right, Justice crossing this. Now we need this. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, you get, it's a, we're going to look at it. Remember the Desert Queen. The most love I can pull from the deck, but it's empty. There's that Justice again that was with the Eight of Wands. It's like we're halfway there. We'll make it, I swear. I mean, this is something that didn't go right before. It's a whole lot of living on a prayer. That's why I kind of sung that a little bit, or mentioned the lyric. This is something that didn't go. This is something that didn't go right before. I keep saying something because it could be a job or an opportunity, but if it's a person, something didn't go right between you two. How I phrase things is very important to the reading. I'm saying something didn't go right. So even if it's a person, it's a thing you did together or tried to do together. Even if it's a relationship, I don't know. The connection is solid though. In other words, you still like the person, they still like you, even if the something didn't go right. If it's a job that didn't hire you, you still would want it, right? I think now it wants you if it's a job. What's on top here? The Page of Cups. Yeah. Somebody wants to apologize. Somebody feels like they need to apologize to you. All right? This feels like because this is here that they caused whatever the disappointment is. Or they caused the embarrassment. There's some sort of embarrassment here, you know. I almost feel like you got egg on your face a little bit, maybe. I mean, I almost feel like this would be the energy around that movie Carrie, the Stephen King, you know, where she got the blood dumped on her at the prom and all that stuff. I mean, it's a little, it's not that bad, but you know, I'm just trying to give you something for your mind's eye here, all right? And you're the one getting the shit dumped on you a little bit. Why is that here? So somebody wants to, they feel like they need to apologize. Yeah, the Hermit. They've done somebody's had a lot of time to think and grow. Somebody's done a lot of thinking and a lot of growing. Somebody has. That's all I'm going to say. Again, very positive. I've got judgment here. I got judgment here. I got justice here. I got that Queen of Cups. We get to try again. Somebody wants, this is all their feelings up here. It's great. The Hermit fell in the right spot. I mean, this reading is suspicious. It's being run by something that I can't control. Not that I can control anything anyway, but usually I can get my head around the energy. I don't know why this is here. This is some 11th dimension crazy shit. All right, give me the Knight of Cups. It flew out, landed right on the table. I have to stop right there. Stop right there. It literally just, I don't even know what happened. I never touched it. It just left the deck. And I said, there's some crazy shit going on. It's unfucking real. Unreal. It's a 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be right there. There's disappointment, Page of Swords, right there. And the crossing energy is the 10 of Wands. The Knight of Wands underneath it. What's the bridge? And the star. Somebody's not taking no for an answer, and they'll lie if they have to get yes out of it. They'll do whatever they have to do, right? They'll bring up a disappointment. They'll poke a wound. They'll pick a scab. They'll do whatever they have to do to get a yes out of this here, to get to get what they want out of it, all right? It's a harsh way to read it, but I'm reading it that way on purpose because it's a little too fucking sugar-coaty here. And it is the energy that's there. I'm exaggerating it a bit. I don't think it's as prickly as I've led on, but I do think I could phrase this as somebody's not taking no for an answer. They're very determined, and I'm drawing that here because one of the meanings of the Chariot is determination. And somebody here is very fucking determined. I mean, nothing's stopping this Chariot. It's coming, you know. Nothing's going to, they feel like they're just, there's just an energy of determination here, but almost like a mission from God determination. to get you kind of a thing on board with something. Let's go. Why's the Chariot here? Somebody's under pressure. For some of you, if this is a job thing, because of the Ten of Wands that was crossing and the blending with the determination, I will tell you somebody's under pressure to get you, to recruit you in, kind of a thing, if it's a job thing. But you could take what I just said and equate that to a person in a relationship too. It's probably pressure they're putting on themselves, but still it has that same vibe to it, right? Somebody's under, somebody fucked it. It's like somebody got yelled at the office that they didn't hire you. What? You didn't hire Steve's viewer? You get them in here right now or you're fucking fired, motherfucker. Like that kind of a thing. It's just, I'm just giving you the vibe, all right? And that would be the kind of pressure somebody's putting on themselves here, too. This is awesome. I love this shit. I don't know this reading is brought to you by something. That fucking Ten of Pentacles flew out of the deck, right? Somebody can't go back with a no to somebody or to themselves. Okay. The Chariot. I'm going on this determination. That's what it is. It's determination energy, straight up. It's got the pentacle of the Ten of Pentacles, which is also worn, which is here, right? It's worn around the neck here, or it's up here on that, right there. It's the King of Pentacles pentacle. I mean, it all ties together. It's all about you. Somebody has seen your value. You're irreplaceable. They know it. They also know they probably disappointed you or embarrassed you or both. They want to make up for it. And they're not taking no for an answer. There's a shit ton of determination here. Tell me about the damn Chariot. I'm tired of shuffling. I got a Band-Aid on. I can't. Anyway, the universe doesn't care. Whoever's running this reading energetically does not care about my Band-Aid. The Nine of Swords. Wasn't it right there? Again, nines at the end in tarot. Just look at the person. I can't take no for an answer. I can't. I have to succeed. I have to. If this doesn't go well, it's all gonna fall on my head. This is how somebody feels about you. I mean, am I exaggerating? Maybe. For some of you, I have to get a point across. But if you catch the drift of what I'm saying, not much. Not much. I'm not exaggerating much. What's on top? Six of Cups. Again, with a Six of Cups. That's a Six of Cups. We got matching cards. I got a Page of Swords and a Page of Swords and a Six of Cups and a Six of Cups. The feelings tied to the 3D. The 5D is running the show and bringing it into the real life. Oh my God. Determined to right or wrong here. Determined to try again. Determined to apologize. I mean, I don't know. Determined to show you they've grown. Determined to get you. My only issue with any of this in the prickliness of inside the cup on the Knight of Cups is somebody won't take no for an answer. And there's a fine line between determined and pushy. And then from pushy, there's a fine line between someone who's just determined and pushy and somebody who's a little bit crazy. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's a bit much. It's like that person at the bar that trying to pick you up, that compliments you a little too much. You like hearing the first couple of times how pretty you are, but by the 50th time you start thinking, is this Rapey McRaperman here? What the fuck's going on? All right, you already told me I'm pretty. 49 other fucking times. I'm good. It gets a little creepy. All right, so that's where the prickliness is here. All right? What's going on with the Six of Cups? The world. Somebody wants it. Oh, what's the bridge? Oh, there is disappointment and embarrassment here. Somebody hopes you don't remember what happened. They're counting on the fact that you don't remember something. Or they're counting on the fact that you're willing to let bygones be bygones, but no, it's bigger than that. They're counting on the fact that you don't remember something. Something that happened exactly. They're counting on the fact that you don't hold too much resentment towards them. I do think there's some sort of embarrassment here for you or disappointment for you. That Three of Swords that we started with is tied to you. I get it. But these types of things I don't like. If you're going to talk about something, you talk about it. If we're moving into a new cycle, if we're trying again, we go in with a clean slate. This is not a clean slate. There's something we need to talk about. Right? Something we need to talk about. You remember when you pooed yourself, right? I mean, we need to talk about it. You know, that's all I'm saying. Something here this person hopes you don't remember. You have a short memory for. All right. Okay. Well, let's pull on the Six of Cups because it came up here. Let's see. This is 3D energy, so maybe we'll get some answers. Let's do it. Here we go. Six of Cups. Why is it here? Man. All right. I think this comes out of nowhere. I do. I think it comes out of nowhere. What the fuck? He didn't come up here, but he is there. There's the devil on that Six of Cups, which is tied to the Page of Swords, which is up here, which is tied to the fucking Knight of Cups, the prickly Knight of Cups. There is something here. Somebody. It's like it reads like with the Four of Wands underneath it. It reads like somebody lied to you. They hope you don't remember that. Somebody did. I don't know. I need more. What's on top? The Eight of Pentacles. And why is that here? The Emperor. Yeah. Somebody told you they were something they're not. Somebody. I mean, I could literally take it. Somebody gave you the impression they were this, right? And they're more workaday kind of an energy, right? This guy's never. If you look at his hands, he's never swung a hammer or used a wrench a day in his life. I assure you, he has no Band-Aid on his finger for doing something stupid with a car bolt. But at the end of the day, here, you know, what's the bridge? The Chariot, unreal ties with the Chariot up there. This person really wants to glaze over the past. They see you, they remember the past, they remember a disappointment, they remember an embarrassment, and all the clarifiers are telling me it's the same thing. They just, oh, please don't bring it up. Please don't bring it up. I suggest you motherfucking bring it up. I do. I think you could get you come out smelling like a rose here. This is a great couple. You two are fantastic. You have potential. This is your potential, the King and Queen of Pentacles. If it's a job, it's something you could keep for a long, long fucking time, right? If it's a person, it's someone you could keep for a long fucking time. But we got to talk about what this person wants to glaze over a little bit. You had a shared vision with this person at some point. If it's, I'm saying it's a person. If it's a job or a situation, you shared its vision, right? It was a company that did this and this and this, and you're into that, and that. Okay? If it's a person, you had a shared goal, a shared vision. You both saw the same thing in the sky at some point. But it went wrong, probably because somebody got scared, somebody lied. I feel like there's lies here. I get that off of this guy. He's a lying sack of shit. Yeah, baby, we'll be together forever. I'll marry you. Four of Wands all the way right. Let's go to the Ten of Pentacles. Let's do it. You say anything. This energy will say anything to get what it wants, to get in your pants. It will. Let's talk about the Page of Swords. Let's talk about the disappointment in the room here. Let's go. Why's the Page of Swords here? Why's the Page of Swords here? What do we get? That's my theme song. All right, here we go. Page of Swords. Nothing compares to you. I've got that here. But I've already got that here, so I didn't mention that energy. I'm just getting the disappointment off of it. I don't know if barn owls would be very happy to find out that they represent a disappointment energy in certain tarot deck. I'm not sure they'd like that. They're actually a pretty cool bird. They're nice. They make a pretty decent companion owl as well. For countries where you can have owls, as you know, if you're looking, they're a manageable size. You know, they're not this big giant fucking Eurasian eagle owl flying through your house like fucking. Oh my God! All right, here we go. Oh goodness me! They won't let us have owls here in the U.S. can't even. It's hard to even adopt a cat here, for God's sake. They certainly won't let you have an owl, not without a license or something. Seven of Pentacles crossing it. Oh, fuck. What's on top? Ace of Cups. And why is that here? The Three of Cups. And what's the bridge? You. Look at that. It always has to come back. It always comes back to this row. These two rows are sewn together. I've got this and this. I've got this and this. I've got this and that. I've got this and the Chariot. It's all sewn together. It's all one thing. It's all the same thing. The feelings and the 3D energy and the thoughts have all come together that you're awesome, and they get your energy. Again, somebody's determined here. Somebody's very determined. You're their dream. You're somebody's dream. Whether it's a job, a situation. It could be a situation. It could be a thing. You know. Maybe you've always wanted to go somewhere, but the energy hasn't been right for it. Well, whatever it is. Whatever. Any of the stuff I've mentioned, the energy is right. This is divine timing. It is now time. The soil is good for growing. The energies are lining up for you and whoever or whatever this is. For most of you, it's a person probably. For most of you, that's what it is. But I can't, in good faith, discount the fact that for some of you, this is a trip you've always wanted to take. Trips only happen. Long distance travel and all of that only happens when the energy's right for it to happen. If you try traveling when the energy isn't right, you can buy a plane ticket anytime. But if you try traveling when the energy isn't right for it, when it's not on your side, everything will go wrong. Your ticket won't be ready, this, that, you printed it out wrong, we can't read this, that, the other thing. You'll get to the place, the hotel has no idea who you are, right? You know, YouTube said they speak English there, they don't. You know, and they hate you for not speaking their language. I mean, it all goes wrong. All of it, you know. I mean, it's just the way it is. All right. King of Pentacles. So the energy is right. The energy is good. El cheque está bueno. I mean, I don't know. The energy is good here. All right. It's an old Ricky Ricardo line. I get most of my Spanish from TV. Anyway, and my friend Julia from Argentina. She teaches me a lot of Spanish. Let's see where we go. King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here? What's your final outcome on this? Knight of Pentacles. Again, with the Knight of... Didn't we have a Knight of Pentacles somewhere? Wasn't it? Wasn't it part of something? Is it part of this? I'm not sure. No, it wasn't. It was somewhere. I remember seeing... I talked about the Unical 76, or did I dream that? I don't know. I talked about the racehorse. I mentioned this... It's where I mentioned this deck. I mentioned this deck initially before we decided to use it as clarifiers by mentioning this card and this racehorse. I do remember that unless I dreamt it. Okay? It's possible. I'm not really here. I'm somewhere else. So whatever. But, yep. There it is. And what's underneath that? The Queen of Wands. There is... Somebody here is very attracted to you, and it might make you very suspicious. This whole thing, the way I've been suspicious of this reading, that's your energy. I'm getting that. I think... Somebody is very, very attracted to you, and I think they will not, they don't seem to want to go away. I hope it doesn't border on creepy a little bit, because I think you like this person. I think you want this. This is a strong connection. There's a strong draw. It's got a very strong appeal for you. Whether it's a job, a destination, a person, it's very strong. What's on top? Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles again. The energy is just right for it. And the Seven of Wands. You're very, very, you're just like me. You're just like me. I've been skeptical of this reading right from the start because it doesn't, but I see how it fits my channel now. I get it as I go through it. So that's your advice. You got to let this play out. Your initial surface reaction to this is to give it a pass. You've got to, for proper utilization of this, you've got to let it play out. You think somebody's hiding something, the high priestess, right? Nobody's hiding anything here. In fact, what's happening is somebody who normally, if it's a person, somebody who normally hides things is wearing their heart on their sleeve big time, right? And I think on some level you really like this. This is really, really amazing. This energy, whatever it is, whatever this is, a thing or a person, it really wants you. And I think you still want it. But I do think we need to talk a little bit about the disappointment and the elephant. There is a lingering energy of disappointment. I've got the Page of Swords twice. It's here. It's in the feelings and it plays out in the 3D. That lingering, this is nice. The King of Pentacles is bookending Temperance here. This is very good for you. There's a lot of healing here, but the healing which is here only comes through truth, through talking about whatever this disappointment is. But because it's reflected as a Page of Swords, I think you could make short work of it. You could deal with it real easy. I mean, it's not that big a deal here. There's a chance for massive transformation. There's a Death card underneath there too. All right, this is nice. This happens very fast though. Let's see what else. What else the universe won't tell you? That's communication in this context, Temperance, by the way. You will be a little bit defensive to it because it all feels a little too perfect. Just like I was a little defensive to this reading because it all felt a little too perfect. The perfection went away as we kept pulling, but it didn't go horribly bad. It's just again, we need to talk about something. Somebody does. If this is a job, it's long-term. This is long-term shit. If this is a person and you do reconcile with them, it's for the long term. The King and Queen of Pentacles very rarely break up. They're very rarely. It's an intertwined energy. So, it's definitely part of your soul's journey for sure, whatever or whoever it is. Again, tie everything back to the very beginnings of the reading where I talked about this. As we started with the Three of Swords. This is something that was heartbreaking at some point. You didn't get the job, you couldn't take the trip, you didn't get the person, whatever it is. Don't let, my advice to you when I feel this energy is and I think what the energy is trying to tell you here is don't let the past dictate the future too much, all right? Obviously, remember the Alamo, so to speak, and talk about the Alamo and then move on, that kind of a thing. All right, let's go. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Let's see where we're at. Quite frankly, you should remember a lot more than the Alamo. You should remember every piece of history so that it doesn't ever repeat again. History forgotten is doomed to repeat. It applies in the world. It applies in relationships here, right? You could forgive this, whatever this disappointment is, caused by this Emperor. Look, your first card out is the Emperor. Whatever this is, you can forgive. I would certainly forgive, and then we can move forward. But do not forget. No, there is no forgive and forget. None of that. We remember, because when we forget, things will happen again. You can forgive somebody for cheating on you, but don't forget that they did. And don't be goddamn surprised if they do it again, for example, because people don't change. And I didn't say can't. I said they don't, because they're lazy, and it requires a dark night of the soul. On the plus side, if this is a person, they have done some deep thinking. I won't call it a dark night of the soul because it's with a page energy. But they're still reflecting as a page here, even with you in this card, because that's the Page of Pentacles in this deck. But they have learned something. That's my student. And they've learned it from your energy. All right? Maybe through example, through spying on you. We do have Page of Swords. You might not have known that they were always there the whole time. I don't know. But they can also, with a soul connection like King and Queen of Pentacles, they can just pick up on your energy. Your energies are feeding off each other up there in the 5D. Whether you like it or not, they are. You're learning from them, they're learning from you. Sometimes it's why you might be a little overly cautious if somebody hurts you. If you have a connection on this level and they hurt you, you might carry that forward and be overly cautious because it's lingering. It lingers. It's there, right? People who we don't have connections with, they annoy us and they hurt us, but their energy dissipates very quickly. It doesn't stick around, It is what it is. That's why the DMs in this cycle are running into trouble, because they always come up as some kind of player energy, right? For example, And being a player is fine. You want to go around and hump your way through your little town, knock yourself out. But as soon as you hit somebody you got a soul connection with, that's a problem. It's a little hard to love them and leave them at that point. You start thinking as you're leaving, oh, I'd like to hit that again. No, wait, what am I saying? I don't hit things again. Right? You did this to this person, whoever they are. If it's a job, you did this to it. If it's a travel thing, a destination or whatever, or something, a dream, you did this to the energy. All right? A little bit. Anyway, final message to you. Emperor, Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, Six of Wands. These are red center, left, right. The Six of Wands is crossing the Queen of Wands. I think if I'm to sum this up, if I could just paraphrase, whether it's a job, whether it's a thing or a place or a person, whatever, I think you find out this is an energy of someone, namely you, who finds out they were right. You were right all along. You had it right. And I think it makes you feel good. I think it does. And I understand your defensiveness here a little bit towards what's going on. I was defensive and skeptical of this whole reading right from the start. I was like, who the fuck is running this? Right? Some little fucking elf from the 11th dimension come down here and pulling cards out of my deck. Some kind of bullshit. Too early for that. Right? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's just a read. It's just... I think you were right here. I think you get some victory over bullshit that came from this Emperor energy. And I think it makes you stronger and makes you more powerful. I think you find out your value. You see your value here. But I want you to see the other person's value too, because it's equivalent to yours. You guys are a very powerful connection, whatever this is. So I guess what I'm trying to say is don't hold a grudge here. Again, it ties back to what I said about forgive and forget. You could forgive, but don't forget. All right? Remember what happened here so that it doesn't repeat. But I definitely think some forgiveness on your side for whatever this embarrassment or pain or disappointment was would be wise. All right? As far as they want to glaze over stuff, yeah, I wouldn't let them. I would call them on whatever the disappointment is. And I think that's fine in this energy. I think it's perfectly fine. This energy probably wants and needs you more than you want or need it, but I'm not going to discount your want or need for it. All right? Okay? Which is also quite powerful. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I got a devil to pull on here. I got an emperor to pull on here. I got a lot to pull on here. I'm going to do some side reads on this. If you want it, hey, it's there. There's a couple of links at the top of the description. This is a very interesting thing that solves a problem for you, something that's been an issue. We're going to dive into the past a little bit. All right? We'll see what's going on, and we'll see what else might be coming in for you as well. Because it's a very dreamy, it tends to be a very dreamy energy. So you might have a few other dreams coming true. Who knows? We'll see. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right. Good luck.